Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farhat bin Mohamad Fauzi and I am from ED249-6B.
Hello, my name is Izzani binti Is and I'm from ED249-6B.
Hello, I'm Aqilah binti Mohamad Rusli. I'm from ED249-6B.
Hello. My name is Aizad Muhammad Razwan. I'm from group ED249-6B and we are from group 2.
A uniform body is an organization that consists of a combination of members and has specific policies and rules to follow and adhere to. It can be found commonly in schools throughout Malaysia. Most students find that a uniform body is a burden to them, and it is not favorable by them as the organizations focus on the disciplines of the students. Uniform bodies play a significant role in shaping the students' personalities in schools and even at universities. The nature shaped throughout the activities can help them in adulthood. There are many uniform bodies in Malaysia schools such as Scouts, Fire and Rescue Cadets, KRS, and many others. Every uniform body has its distinct features. For example, Fire and Rescue Cadets wore the uniform like the firemen. The uniform body is an effort from the government to shape the students in Malaysia schools.
Policy of establishing uniform bodies. Principal or headmasters is directed to set up uniform bodies in school based on Regulation 11 in Education Regulation, School Club or Societies, 1998. As stated in the Government This Act on date 21 May 1998. It invented a truly holistic view of education aiming to develop students intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Giving autonomy to the headmasters or the school principals to direct any societies, including uniform bodies, to adhere to the administrative procedures, activities, membership that related to societies or clubs. First implication of participate in uniform body is improved communication and social skills. Basically, uniform body activities involving large group of students. By this, it will help the student on their communication skill. For example, in secondary school student, all uniform body activities will make student from Form 1 until Form 5 students. This is where they will get to know and learn how to get along with each other to complete the task or objective of the activities carried out.
The following implication of establishing uniform bodies is nurturing leadership skills for the students. The function of leadership in an organization's success cannot be separated. A person's capacity to persuade others to accomplish something is referred to as leadership. Every student at school will eventually become a leader, whether in their own family, work, or even society. Therefore, they need to be involved in extracurricular activities such as uniform bodies. Students can hold a higher position in the uniform bodies such as president, secretary, treasurer, and even the members of the uniform bodies. There are few chances for the students to gain a position and become leaders outside of the curricular activities. It will help the students to discover the talent of leadership in themselves.
Now we will move on to the negative implications that might affect the students' participation in uniform bodies activities. The first one, that can be a burden to poor families. Some families may find that joining uniform bodies costs some amount of money. These uniform bodies often require parents to purchase expensive equipment and uniforms. As we all know, nowadays these uniforms are very costly. Imagine if there are 4 or 5 children in a family. How much money do the parents have to spend? In some cases, like those who are in the school band clubs, students might be required to buy various types of uniforms. Next is time consuming. Teenagers often struggle with time management, and some co-curricular activities demands more time and energy that many students can handle. If you're a student who needs a little longer than your peers to finish your homework, an activity that takes up several hours every afternoon after school may not leave you with sufficient time to get all your work done. These two implications can be a major factor that causes the students frustration and stresses. However, these negative effects can positively impact the students in self-development, which lead us to the next point.
Students who join the uniform body will exposed to various of activities outside the classroom, such as marching and learning the basic of first aid. Student self-esteem would be developed indirectly as an outcome of such activities. This is because every uniform bodies require active participation among the student. They also will be entrusted with roles and responsibilities that have the function of mobilizing the activities of the uniform body involved. Students will exposed to the trust and responsibility that will be required of them as adults in this situation.
Aktiviti sukan dan kurikulum. Buat masa ini ya. Buat masa ini aktiviti co-curriculum masih belum dibenarkan.
COVID-19 pandemic has affected individuals, companies and all kinds of sectors including education sector. School and higher education institution has been challenged by significant change in a lot of contexts due to COVID-19 and Malaysia movement control. During the MCO, all the students were ordered to attend virtual classes from home. Ministry of Education take the initiative to operate the teaching and learning process virtually through an e-learning system. However, co-curriculum activities cannot be conducted online due to several factors. After a while the school was closed, Ministry of Education announced the reopening of the school for face-to-face teaching and learning session. However, the students come to school only for academic learning in the classroom. Co-curriculum activities are still not allowed until the further notice.
The positive effect of no curriculum activity during the pandemic is that the students can entirely be focused on academics. With no time occupied for the curriculum, the students will have more time to do their studies and homework. During the pandemic, students' contacts need to be limited as it can prevent any new cluster from forming. The issue states that the students will only come to the school to do their learning and no other activities. It will also lessen the burden for the students and also the teachers. The teachers and students do not have to worry about the co-curriculum activities such as uniform bodies and the management of the organizations. The negative impact of this issue is the student will waste their time and have fewer skills. Students who do not use their free time wisely during the co-curricular time will be wasting their time. Instead of focusing on academics, students who play games or do other non-academic things will simply lose their time. The co-curricular activities ensure that the students gain experience and knowledge outside the academic fields. The absence of it will affect them if they do not use their free time properly.
So now what can we do towards this issue? As the students, they need to self-motivate themselves in actively and willingly participated in co-curricular activities including uniform bodies. During the MCO period, maybe they can utilize the use of social media platforms to promote and explore more about their uniform bodies. And now, what should parents do? While parents need to encourage their children in everything they did and what the government has promoted, instead of just ask them to only focus on academic. Schools can find other alternative in reactivate the school co-curricular activities, while government should promote more benefits in joining the school's uniformed bodies. For example, different uniformed bodies can stay after school to join any suitable activities with strict SOP. This pandemic era has drowned their energy, especially in focusing 100% in their academic. Joining leisure activities definitely will help them encounter the pressure.
In our opinion, we agree that the issues being pointed out. This is because of the current situation in Malaysia. We are dealing with the pandemic COVID-19. By not involving the student with co-curriculum activity is one way to keep the student safe and prevent the COVID-19 infection. This is because when there is no activities that involving group of students in one place, this can help to maintain the physical distancing in school. Besides that, school need to replanning a new uniform bodies activities for the co-curriculum that suit on the current situation. For example, teachers make an online activities. Teachers need to prepare online activities that suitable for their uniform bodies. This is an alternative to carry out co-curriculum activity.
To sum up what we have discussed today, we agreed that by joining extracurricular activities in school, including the uniform bodies, can give us many positive impact, especially in self-development. Students will learn on how to manage their time wisely, and by handle the club, especially in joining the higher committee, they will learn some basic work ethics too.
Other than that, the school must take a variety of proactive and effective approach to encourage students to participate in uniform bodies activities. Encouragement and moral support from parents is also important to bring students closer to uniform bodies activities.